class valedictorian, Mr. Sheldon Henry. Mr. Henry. Mr. Henry is a Bachelor of Science in Accounting with a minor in Political Science. Mr. Henry won first-class honors, and he will deliver the valedictory address. Mr. Henry.
Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, Pro-Vice Chancellors and Principals, officers of the University, members of the Cabinet, Custos of St. Andrew, members of the Diplomatic Corps, members of the academic staff, distinguished alumni, parents and friends, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed graduates, good morning. We all are not fond of dull and dreary speeches, but our lecturers will have to endure this one. Mr. Michael Williams cannot stop me during this presentation like he has done before. And yes, he has stopped you, and you as well. It is an honor to deliver this farewell message on behalf of the graduating class of 2016. Graduating class of 2016, are you happy that you have read for your degree and are graduating today? And rest assured, we're not the only ones who are glad that this day has arrived. Lecturers, parents, friends, caregivers, how do you feel? Yes, we are all happy and proud. It has been a journey, and oh, what a journey. But it was not a journey we had to walk alone. As a family, we have mourned together, complained and fussed together, and we also had lots of fun together. But before we go our separate ways, let's take a look back at the journey we shared together. Over the years, we have lost many members of our family. O'Shane Reed, Shanice Simmons, Danielle Hansen, Mikhail Campbell, among others. We have found the strength to move on, but we will never forget them. They were, they are, and will forever be members of our family. Do you remember when the GPA grading scheme was revised in 2014-2015 academic year? Getting 40% was now a failing mark. And having worked tirelessly to attain this 70%, we would no longer be awarded an A. 70% became B+. But we stepped up to the challenge as a family. And this was not easy, especially when some of us thought our lecturers were just hard to please. Do not give me any high school book definition. Wikipedia is not a source for credible information. Borrowing people's knowledge without acknowledging them is highway robbery. Tutorial begins at 5 past the hour, not 15 minutes before it ends. You are marked absent. Am I the one with the degree or you? But as a family, despite our different roads, perspectives, and regional differences, we did what we had to do. Facing, fighting, and overcoming the challenges was the blood that united us. We all know what it was like having to wake up early to attend lectures and tutorials, stay up late at nights to complete assignments, having to forego integration Thursdays in order to read for our degrees. This was a tough choice. Graduating class of 2016, We are champions. Having mounted those hurdles, we had to treat ourselves along the way. And this we did. Sikolites, do you remember Christina Brooks, who could not cook when she came on hall? Or was it Ranique from Rex? Do you remember jumping up and down on the big truck with you know who? Or what about this one? There's going to be a ceremony. Gentlemen, get your suit ready. And ladies, your best dress. Yes, Mr. Roof, you are going to decide if this ceremony is a wedding or a funeral. Weren't those some good times together? These remarks by our lecturers no longer apply to us graduating class of 2016, because we are now new and improved. We are now refined, remade, and better role models for society. We are now fresh sources of inspiration. How did this happen? Our lecturers, our parents, the grandmother, that friend, they were not hard on us. They were instilling in us the values and the level of dedication and commitment needed to achieve success. The discipline and ethics that we have learned on this campus for the past few years will continue to be a part of our daily lives. So, lecturers, we're not mad anymore. We are glad that you saw in us our potentials and you upheld the morals, principles, and standards of this noble institution that is today accepting us as true pelicans. Today we are graduating as a family, a strong signal that despite our differences, despite the odds, despite the obstacles, together we could achieve success. Despite our differences as Jamaicans, Caribbean nationals, world citizens, together we can achieve a better Jamaica, a better Caribbean, and a better world. Graduating class of 2016, we know that nothing in life is free. Our scholarships were not free. Our student loans were not free. Did I say student loan? Please remember to repay your student loans. We do not want our lecturers to pick up the newspaper and see any of our faces. That won't happen to you, right? Right. The subsidies provided by our governments were not free. And it is now our responsibility to make good of ourselves. And oh yes, our country, the Caribbean, and the world. To the Guild of Students, we loved UWI Carnival. And Integration Thursdays, turn up. But more importantly, the bus service was good. Wasn't it, Sashana? And the financial bursaries were well needed and much appreciated. This graduating class is saying respect you. To the auxiliary staff who kept our lecture and tutorial rooms clean and fresh, we salute you. To the snack shop operators who had our favorite snacks and who often gave us credit. All right then, bring the money tomorrow, here. We will be forever grateful. And to the many other members of the UWI family, we're not only saying a big thank you, but we're going to show you our heartfelt gratitude. Because another thing that we have learned on this campus is that actions speak louder than words. The journey was not easy. And for many of us who are believers, we thank God for being there with us every step of the way. We have faced our fears, we have conquered them, and now we're ready to do our part in making Trinidad and Tobago, Barbados, Antigua and Barbuda, St. Kitts and Nevis, the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, Jamaica, our Caribbean islands within the region, and the world at large, better places, as we will return as researchers, lecturers, active alumni members, graduate students, and individuals with strong leadership qualities. This leg of the journey is now complete, but we must remain on track, for there are more miles to go before we sleep. We must not give up. We must not settle for mediocrity. We must not fall along the way. This journey that some call the race of life continues, and to whom much is given, much is expected. Let us not drop the baton, because together we can achieve greatness. Together, as a family, we have achieved much success. Thank you from all of us.
Me never come off any high table. Me trust the Lord and me learn how to pray. And me work hard as me is able. And just do good to me neighbor each day. Me start out life with little buying and selling. It grew so fast, oh Lord, it couldn't stop. And from that small and humble beginning, I moved right up to own me own shop. One thing lead to another, so when faith and courage is gone, me just look over me shoulder, see where me coming from, and I find the strength to press on. The shop stretch and take in the post office, and the shopkeeper turned postmaster, me dear. And very soon I became the choir master. I lead the choir singing loud and clear. I soon was lending money like a banker to even those who don't call me them friend. But I just thank God and praise my Savior, who bless me that I have money to lend. One thing lead to another, so when faith and courage is gone,
me just look over me shoulder, see where me coming from, and I find the strength to press on.
So all the blessings that reach me, I share them. The shop back turned into one big Jamal class. So from shopkeeper, postmaster, and banker, I am the teacher, I'm moving up fast. Believe me, one thing lead to another, and it is plain for you to see. For I am very, very proud to tell you that last week I was made a JP. One thing lead to another. So when faith and courage is gone, me just look over me shoulder, see where me coming from, and I find the strength to press on. So I am happy, I am never complaining, for when life open up before me a door, I just thank God as I try to pass through it, but that don't lead me to many more. So day by day me this a spread out and prosper, right here on this very spot. And I just thank God for his guidance, and I thank him for all that I got. One thing lead to another, so when faith and courage is gone, me just look over me shoulder, see where me coming from, and I find the strength to press on. One thing lead to another, so when faith and courage is gone, me just look over me shoulder, see where me coming from, and I find the strength to press on.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin our graduation ceremony, I would like to remind you of a few important matters. Could you please turn off all cellular telephones now? Please remember that the university provides an official photographer who will take photographs while the graduates are receiving their certificates. No unauthorized person will be allowed to access the presentation area during this ceremony. The university shares in your pride at this graduation, but we appeal for restraint when the names are called so that all graduates may be able to hear their names clearly. Graduates and their guests are expected to remain for the duration of the ceremony. Please keep the aisles clear at all times. Emergency medical services available at the front, at the undercroft, and at the rear of the tent. As you will have observed, exit signs are clearly marked. You're asked to note the location of the nearest exit. In case of emergency, the ushers will guide you to the nearest assembly point. At the end of this ceremony, we ask families and friends to remain seated until the graduates' procession has exited the tent. The area will be needed to be immediately prepared for our evening graduation ceremony. We're therefore appealing to graduates, families, and friends to assist us by leaving the tent area as quickly as possible. You are welcome to celebrate outside. We wish you an enjoyable ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem.
Just true respect for all, stir response to duty's call, strengthen us the weak to cherish,
Please remain standing for the Chancellor's procession.
Please be seated. Vice-Chancellor, Sir Hilary Beckles and Lady Beckles, Pro-Vice-Chancellors, Principals, Mr. Richard Saunders, Campus Registrar, St. Augustine Campus, representing St. Augustine, Honorary Graduate, the Honorable Antony Hart, members of the Senate, members of the Diplomatic Corps, members of the academic and senior administrative staff, distinguished alumni, parents and friends, members of the graduating class. This ceremony is being live telecast on the UWITV. Good morning, class of 2017. I am particularly pleased to be here this morning to officiate at this ceremony at the mother campus of the University of the West Indies. I've probably visited Jamaica more than any other place, and I consider it my second home. This is a place of confidence with a vibrant, proud character, And Mona echoes the spirit of forward ever, a backward never. Even when things have been tough, enrollment figures have fallen, Jamaicans have always put education first. Mona has the highest enrollment of the entire university. For the past 5 years, Mona has graduated over 3,000 students every year. This year, 3,356 of you are joining the ranks of the UWI graduates. You will find fellow graduates in every walk of life in Jamaica and on every island of the West Indies, and many in places of influence throughout the world. Approach them with the confidence that as fellow alumni, they will welcome you and assist you in any way they could. You are now part of the UWI family. Use it to your advantage. It is a time to celebrate. As this phase of your life comes to a close, so does another begin. You are now about to set off on the greatest of adventures. What you make of it is entirely in your hands. You are only limited by your imagination. The only regrets that you are likely to have in life are not the things you did, but the things you wanted to do that you never did. You are now independent. You have the tools to make your way in the world. You have completed this phase of your formal education and will soon have that piece of paper for which you have toiled so hard. The piece of paper in of itself is of little consequence. What is of immense value is the education that you have obtained from attending university. The ability to think critically, to learn, to reason, is a far greater asset than any material possession. It is something that can never be lost or taken from you. It should be the foundation upon which you build your life. Do not allow anyone to ever tell you that you cannot achieve your ambition or to discourage you from following your dreams. Walk away from that advice. Believe in yourself. Go follow your dreams. There will always be obstacles in your life, but you will overcome them. Yesterday, we had the example of Senator Floyd Morris, who was conferred a PhD from the Faculty of Social Sciences. He is one of 8 visually impaired graduates this year. He did not sit his high school exam because his sight had failed. He was miserable. In his words, most of my friends had moved on, and I was all alone at home in Bailey's Vale, wondering what would be my future. I realized that if I stayed at home for the remainder of my life, poverty and sickness will set in. Uprooting himself from his home, he sought help, moved to Kingston, poor but determined. He overcame the obstacle. He is an inspiration to all of us. You must become assured of yourself and not be afraid of change. The world is changing before our eyes. This makes it an exciting place, full of possibilities, a place where your dreams can come true. Technology is shrinking the world and allowing individuals to think and act globally. Data allows us to find small groups of customers who we can serve, or like-minded people who we can work with scattered around the world. To be successful, you have to be curious, to communicate well, and to be a team player. Curiosity is probably the most important trait in building a career. You must turn every stone looking for information and opportunity. Every person you meet in life, whether it be an higgler or a professor, has a lesson to teach you. Approach every encounter with an open mind and as a learning experience. As the world changes, you become more connected. You need to communicate more easily with people from different cultures and backgrounds. You must work on developing this skill. The complexities of this new digital age opens up many previously unavailable opportunities and requires you to work in teams to be successful. This is another learned skill that you need to develop and acquire and develop. You should search out people with this skill and learn from them. As an educated West Indian, you hold a responsibility to your community to provide assistance to those who have been less fortunate. I would encourage each of you to mentor a young person who without your help will fail. That way, you will make our communities stronger and our societies better. As the poet has said, the greatness of a person is not in how much wealth they acquire, but in their integrity and their ability to affect those around them positively. Your graduation is a time to rejoice, to celebrate your success with your family and friends. It represents a crossroad in your life and the lives of your parents, your guardians, and all of those who played a part in getting you to this point. Those who supported you on this journey have much to be proud of today. This is as much their success as it is yours. Never underestimate the huge contribution that your family and friends make to your success. We should reflect for a moment on the damage that has been done to our sister islands as a consequence of Hurricanes Irma and Maria. It reminds us of how susceptible we are to climate change and natural disasters. On this campus, the combined heat and power plant will reduce energy cost and, more importantly, greenhouse gas emissions by 16%. And the Mona well means that the campus can control its own water supply. A huge improvement for which your principal, Professor MacDonald, and his team must be given credit. These are steps in the right direction, but we must, each of us, do what is within our power to reduce our carbon footprint in order to protect our islands from climate change. Do not fall into the trap of believing that as an individual you cannot make a difference. You are inheriting the problems and the blessings of your country. We did not educate you to maintain the status quo, but to light a fire in your heart so that you will do a better job than my generation ever did. The responsibility is now yours to shoulder. Today, as graduates of this university, you are proud West Indians. Be prepared to give to your community, your country, and your region. You have the power, the ability, and the opportunity to build the country of your dreams. I will close by wishing you happiness and success in whatever path you choose. Always remember, we little, but we Talawa. I will now read the official preamble to the graduation ceremony. We are met today in order to mark, by a formal ceremony, the entry of certain of our members into the company of graduates and the academic achievement of others. As a university, we are an academic society of undergraduates, bachelors, masters, and doctors. And we follow the academic tradition in the pursuit of knowledge and the encouragement of learning, purposes which are laid down in the preamble to the Royal Charter by which we have been granted the powers needful for the prosecution of our affairs. In pursuing these aims, our members advance from time to time to a higher standing in the academic community. It is proper that as a body we should celebrate their achievement. It is marked by the granting of a degree or diploma or license or certificate. And we rejoice with our graduates on their advancement.
Chancellor, I now call on the public orator, Dr. Michael Buckner, to present the Honorable Antony Keith Edmund Hart, whom the Senate and the Council of the University have been pleased to recommend for the award of the degree of Doctor of Laws honoris causa.
Chancellor, if you visit the seaside city of Montego Bay, you will soon realize that that Western Jamaican city has a heart. When you check the pulse beat of that place, when you trace the arteries of its lifeblood, you will eventually find the hearts of Montego Bay, and chief among them, Antony. Never mind the Zoso presence and the change in reputation of that city, rebranded through statistics of murder, mayhem, and lotto scamming. Today, in this moment of celebration, our Honorary allows us to diversify that image with tales of enterprise, thriving business, development, and philanthropy. Here is one who reminds us that the city of Montego Bay was once known as the friendly city, the restful republic of leisure, the tourist capital of Jamaica. Indeed, the reputation the city developed as the premier tourist destination is not unconnected to the historic Doctors Cave Beach and the Freeport Zone, two important sites of tourism development that can be directly attributed to the vision and enterprise of our honorary graduand and his family. Chancellor, I present to you none other than the energetic and tireless worker, business titan, once parish councillor, campaign manager for JLP candidate Dr. Herbert Eldemeyer, former JLP dissident to the National Democratic Movement, Justice of the Peace, Commander of the Order of Distinction, and recipient of the Order of Jamaica, one recognized as a legend in his time, the Honorable Antony Keith Edmund Hart. Tony Hart, as he's affectionately called, was born into an established Montagonian family that resided in the hill above the famous Jarrett Park. Although born in Kingston because his maternal grandfather, Dr. Robertson, was the chief medical officer at the Kingston Public Hospital, he grew up and lived most of his life in Montego Bay. His grandmama, Ella Hart, homeschooled him until he was 7 years when he entered Mount Alvernia Prep School, and at age 9, a little young for high school one would have thought, he entered Monroe College. There he was an active sports enthusiast who received colors in shooting, tennis, and gymnastics. He also competed in pole vault, placing second in the Class 3 competition, and was involved in football. He did well academically and went on to enroll in Queen's University in Kingston, Ontario, where he played tennis for the university. But battered by a brutal winter, he left after 3 months. With his youthful restiveness for the business world, he began working in his father's trading establishment, Samuel Hart & Sons, after his return. Having met the president of Capitol Records at the Doctors Cave Beach, he found 2 partners and started the first record pressing business and recording studio in Kingston. After 2 years, he missed Montego Bay so much that he returned to start up a franchise for a car dealership of Ford, which he called Northern Industrial Garage. From making music, to selling cars, to building a port, Hart was always seeking to fill a need and to build a business. He worked on this port project in the 60s, from conception phase to completion, and that contribution alone in the Montego Bay Freeport that bolstered the tourism product and became the heart of development for Western Jamaica deserves our attention. Tony Hart continued to engage in a number of business ventures, including the hotel and hospitality industry, car rental agency, farming, Steve Doring, an apparel operation, a savings and loan company, a restaurant, a hardware business, port management, and safety supply company. The trek through his resume takes you through dizzying heights of accomplishment that speak to the towering statue he holds in the Jamaican business world today, and that deserves an applause. Chancellor, the principal of St. Mary's Preparatory School has been reported as saying, Tony Hart is one of those, and I'm quoting now, one of those Jamaicans who knows no boundaries. And we see evidence of this when he ventures into politics. First, as a campaign manager for Dr. Herbert Eldemeyer, who became Minister of Health in the JLP government. Then winning a seat on the St. James Parish Council. After losing the contest in the general election of 1972, he later joined with the Honorable Bruce Golden to form the National Democratic Movement. There is no evidence that Tony Hart had to light a candle or sing a Sankey to find his way back home to his political home after that third-party experiment. What we do know, Chancellor, is that whether in business or in politics or in philanthropy, Jamaica is the home that is always in Tony's heart. So even as he retires from day-to-day business life, the one area he has not reduced activity, even at this age, is in humanitarianism. His main passion is education and ensuring that primary school children especially have access to computers, since for him, quote, computer literacy is key to ensuring Jamaican students are ready for the global labor market, unquote. Like the access that the Freeport Zone facilitated, Hart is now making computer ports more accessible to a number of schools beyond Montego Bay, but supplying hardware and software as well. He's an active community builder, helping with his wife to restore the Baptist Manse in Falmouth and leading the refurbishment of the historic Doctor's Cave Beach, and more recently engaged in mentoring at UWI's Western Jamaican campus. Such a bustling, multidimensional life in business, politics, philanthropy has benefited Tony Hart, and through him the entire Jamaica, for his wisdom and expertise have been made available to a number of boards, including Air Jamaica, Cayman Strack Limited, Coconut Industry Board, Bank of Nova Scotia Jamaica Limited, Jamaica Development Bank, and Sam Sharp Teachers College, just to name a few. It would not surprise you, therefore, Chancellor, that after 6 decades of national contribution through so many business initiatives that have become sources of employment and development in this country, that Antony Hart has been recognized through numerous awards. He has received 2 national honors by being made a Commander of the Order of Distinction, and also the Order of Jamaica for his outstanding contribution to business, community development, and humanitarianism. He's an inductee of the Private Sector Organization of Jamaica Hall of Fame. He has received honorary doctorates from the University of Technology and the Northern Caribbean University. And we here should not be left out of this euphoric celebration of an extraordinary life. As the premier tertiary institution of learning in the entire Caribbean, UWI should now offer him regional recognition. And so I invite you, by the authority vested in you by the Council and Senate of the University of the West Indies, to confer upon the Honorable Antony Keith Edmund Hart the degree of Doctor of Laws honoris causa.
By the authority vested in me by the Senate and the Council of the University of the West Indies, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, of the University of the West Indies. Congratulations. I now invite the Honorable Dr. Antony Edmund Hart to address the company.
I've been given 10 minutes to energize the graduating class, and I would like to thank the public orator who knows more about me than I do. First of all, there are 3 main things in life: good fortune, bad fortune, and mentorship. I've been a recipient of all 3, more so of good fortune and mentorship. When I look at what I had written down, the orator has said most of it. But what I wanted to say was, first of all, Montego Bay is my second love in life. My first is my wife. And Montego Bay, when I was a child, had 17,000 people was a fishing village and a factory for making sugar. The factory is gone, the fishing is nearly gone, but Montego Bay has evolved as one of the most interesting cities in the world. First of all, it has an airport that is 7 minutes from the center of town. It has a port that is 10 minutes from the center of town. It has high schools in the town, and a new high school is being built at Rose Hall that will be very modern. You don't write anymore, you use tablets and all those things, and that will start this year. It also has a lot of entrepreneurs. Butch Stewart's head office is there with Sandals. My son with CPJ. They have the fish business with one of Butch's sons. They have a lot of young entrepreneurs. When I was a child, Montego Bay at that time, everything in the town nearly was from Kingston. There was Hannah's, there was Nathan's, the stores, the banks. If you went to a bank as a manager, you're just waiting to be transferred back to Kingston. If you're in the tax office, you're waiting to be transferred into Kingston. But now Montego Bay has over 200,000 people and is moving really ahead. There are thousands of hotel rooms that are going to be built there, and it's a great future for those in Montego Bay who want to live there. I know a number of people have moved from Kingston to Montego Bay and think the second city will be the first city in the not too distant future. Well, let me tell you, I just want to thank the university for giving me this great honor. I did go to university for 3 months, and this is my 3rd degree. But that is an anomaly, because 76% of the successful people in the world have been to university, and you've been mentored. I've been mentored all my life. I was mentored as a child by my parents. I was going to be the 7th generation shopkeeper, but actually broke that mold. I was mentored by the people in Canada. I was mentored by people all my life in every single thing I've done, whether it was in record manufacturing or building Montego Freeport. I met people who knew more than me and taught me how to do it. And this is what you must do in life. Now that I have retired from business, I have 3 projects on this board. I have the 2 primary schools that I really enjoy and want to see succeed. I am trying to get the bypass road built to Montego Bay, because having built a new highway from Ocherius to Kingston, everybody wants to pass through Montego Bay, and we're getting jammed up. And the Prime Minister has announced that. I want to see that the plains of St. Elizabeth are irrigated, because they can feed Jamaica. They're doing testing on that now, and what you do is you put 2 windmills above by Monroe College, run the lines down, and you have free pumping for the rest of your life. So they're trying to see whether there's an aquifer big enough or whether they'll have to use Black River. And the other thing that I want to do is to beautify the passage from Ocherius to Kingston. If it is about 30 miles, and if I can get one company to take on 1 mile and plant it with flowering trees, the place will be absolutely incredible to drive through. So that is my last project, I think. And I want to thank you all and thank the university for inviting me here today and conferring on me the Doctor of Laws degree. Thank you all.
Based on Dr. Hart's retirement projects, he's going to be busy for a very long time. I now call on the university singers to perform.
Thank God I've made Jesus my all in all. From now on his name, I'm surely gonna call. And if I don't trust him, I'll be less than a woman, 'cause I can't even walk without you holding my hand. Can't even walk without you holding my hand.
Chancellor, the persons whose names will be called studied in the University of the West Indies and having fulfilled the requirements of the University of the West Indies, beg leave to be presented to you and to the Senate of the University by the representative of their faculty as Bachelors of Science of the University of the West Indies. Sir, the University Director, Institute for Gender and Development Studies, Regional Coordinating Unit, Professor Opal Palmer Adisa.
Sir, my colleagues and I ask you to receive as graduate members of our society these persons present who, having fulfilled the requirements of the university, have been admitted to the bachelor's degree offered in the Institute for the Gender and Development Studies of this university.
By the authority vested in me, I receive these persons whose names are about to be called, and those who are unable to attend as graduate members of our society.
Sir, for the degree of Bachelor of Science, I present Claire Dunn.
Congratulations, Ms. Young. Well done.
Brittany Yee.
Congratulations, Brittany. Well done.
Okay.
Sir, the Dean of the Faculty of Social Sciences, Professor Ian Boxer.
Sir, my colleagues and I ask you to receive as graduate members of our society these persons present who, having fulfilled the requirements of the university, have been admitted to the bachelor's degree or Associate of Science, or have been awarded diplomas of this university.
By the authority vested in me, I receive these persons whose names are about to be called, and those who are unable to attend as graduate members of our society.
Sir, for the Bachelor of Science, Social Sciences, I present Ayala Allen. Shauna Allen.
Congratulations, Ms. Allen.
Denicia Andrews with first class honors.
Congratulations, Ms. Andrews. Well done.
Trashra Foreman. Tashra. Treasurer. Trashra, that's Foreman. Oh, I'm sorry. Treasurer Foreman.
Congratulations, Ms. Foreman. Well done.
Dervain Andrews. Nalini Brown.
Congratulations, Ms. Brown. Well done.
Jim Archer.
Congratulations, Ms. Archer. Well done.
Chantel Bailey.
Congratulations, Ms. Bailey. Well done.
Carlene Howell.
Congratulations, Ms. Howell. Well done.
Trevon Baker with first class honors.
Congratulations, Mr. Baker. Very well done.
Tanise Baldwin.
Congratulations, Ms. Baldwin.
Hakeem Barrett with first class honors.
Mr. Barrett, congratulations. Well done.
For the open campus, Shanika Barrett.
Congratulations, Ms. Barrett. Well done.
Josine Bon Harriet.
Ms. Bourne Harris, congratulations. Well done.
Antoinette Bell. From the open campus, Sharika Spence.
Well done, Ms. Spence. Congratulations.
O'Shane Bell.
Mr. Bell, congratulations.
Kayla Andrews.
Ms. Andrews, congratulations.
From the open campus, Gail Berry Biggs.
Congratulations, Ms. Bates.
Ashley Andrews.
Congratulations, Ms. Andrews. Well done.
Andrea Bacchus.
Congratulations, Ms. Bacchus.
Tashana Anderson.
Congratulations, Ms. Anderson. Well done.
Nicole Blagrove with first class honors.
Congratulations. Well done.
Banoy Blake.
Ms. Blake, congratulations. Well done.
Akinyele Logan.
Mr. Logan, congratulations.
Danielle Booth.
Congratulations, Ms. Booth.
Kemoy Bowen.
Congratulations, Mr. Boyd.
Lucian Brooks.
Congratulations, Mr. Brooks. Well done.
Sarah Jane Brady.
Congratulations, Ms. Brady. Well done.
Nadisha Brooks.
Congratulations, Ms. Brooks. Well done.
Paula Brooks.
Congratulations, Ms. Brooks.
Renee Brown.
Ms. Brown, congratulations.
Shada Brown. Shade Brown.
Congratulations, Ms.
Tanisha Brown.
Congratulations, Ms. Brown. Well done.
Latoya Bryan.
Ms. Bryan, congratulations. Well done.
Nadine Bryan.
Congratulations, Ms. Bryan.
Kamal Burke.
Mr. Bird, congratulations. Well done.
Patrick Kane.
Mr. Hayne, congratulations. Well done.
Carl Cameron.
Congratulations, Karen. Well done.
Crystal Campbell.
Ms. Campbell, congratulations. Well done.
Chanel Carvalho.
Congratulations, Ms. Cavallo.
Carlisa Carnegie.
Ms. Carnegie, congratulations.
Leah Carruthers.
Congratulations, Ms. Carruthers.
Shante Shavans.
Ms. Shivan, congratulations. Well done.
Ashley Chin.
Ms. Chin, congratulations. Well done.
Moses Saibar.
Mrs. Simon, congratulations.
Ashana Clark.
Ms. Clark, congratulations. Very well done.
DeAndrea Clark. With first class honors.
Congratulations, Ms. Clark. Very well done.
Jodianne Clark.
Congratulations, Ms. Clark. Well done.
From the open campus, Talicia Cole.
Congratulations, Ms. Cole. Well done.
Rasan Cooks.
Ms. Cooks, congratulations. Well done.
From the open campus, Dirkett Cooper.
Congratulations, Ms. Cooper. Well done.
Avria Coot.
Ms. Cook, congratulations. Well done.
Brittany Cover.
Congratulations,
Mahalia Crawford. Javon Crooks.
Congratulations, Mr. Brooks. Well done.
Akeem Cummins with first class honors.
Congratulations, well done.
Shanice Cunningham with first class honors.
Congratulations, Ms. Cunningham, really well done.
Letitia DaCosta.
Congratulations, Mr. Costa, well done.
Melissa DaCosta.
Mr. Costa, congratulations, well done.
Tristan Dakers.
Congratulations, Davis, well done.
Crystal Dale.
Ms. Dale, congratulations.
Danielle Darby.
Congratulations, Ms. Darby, well done.
Anique Davis with first class honors.
Congratulations, Ms. Davis, well done.
Christina Davy.
Congratulations, Ms. Davy, well done.
Codine Dawkins with first class honors.
Congratulations, well done.
Nyla DeFreitas.
Congratulations, Mr. Freitas, well done.
Kathy Lee Dennis.
Congratulations. Mr.
Calicia
well done.
Dixon.
Congratulations, very well done.
Giovanni Dixon with first class honors.
Ms. Dixon, congratulations, well done.
Jonelle Dixon.
Ms. Dixon, congratulations.
Kendra Donaldson.
Ms. Donaldson, congratulations.
Kirk Douglas.
Congratulations, Mr. Douglas, well done.
Lori Duhaney.
Congratulations.
Sharika Duhaney with first class honors.
Ms. Duane, congratulations, well done.
Marlene Duncan Morant.
Ms. Duncan Moran, congratulations, well done.
Shanice Dunn.
Congratulations, Ms. Dunn, well done.
Sharice Dunwell.
Congratulations, Ms. Dunwell, well done.
Mona Casanova.
Ms. Casanova, congratulations.
Tanisha Edwards.
Ms. Edwards, congratulations, well done.
Brittany Ellis.
Ms. Ellis, congratulations, well done.
Tremaine Ellis.
Ms. Ellis, congratulations, well done.
Yonex Ellis.
Ms. Ellis, congratulations, well done.
Andrea Fisher with first class honors. Andre Fisher with first class honors. Moya Espute.
Congratulations, Mrs. Smith, well done.
Romario Fagan.
Mario, congratulations, well done.
Richard Farquharson.
So well done. Congratulations.
Kamar Fisher.
Mr. Fisher, congratulations, well done.
Carl Fleming with first-class honors. Ryan Forbes. Ayana Foster. Daniel Ford. David Francis. Lachelle Francis. Renika Francis. From the Open Campus, Ronald Franklin. Demar Fraser. Dwayne Gardner. Chantel Garrix. Caroline Gale Campbell. Chauvel Gerson. Kean Gibbs. Crystal Gokul. Barrington Golden. Georgia Golden. Shauna Lee Gordon. Tony Ann Gordon. Sansia Graham. Jaden Grant. O'Dane Grant. Roshawn Green with first-class honors. Nicole Gregory. Kelly Griffiths with first-class honors. Shamika Gunzel with first-class honors. Keelan Haddon. Clara Grant with first-class honors. From the Open Campus, Deandra Hamilton with first-class honors. Anna K. Hansen. Ashley Harriott with first-class honors. Shaquille Harrison. Christina Harwood. Chanel Horton. Alicia Hales with first-class honors. Marissa Heyman. Dwayne Haynes. Kira Evans. Octavia Henry. Keisha Henry. Kelly Jo Hewitt Dallin with first class honors. April Higgins. Sharifa Hines. Brandon Hilton. Dana Jackson. Shahi Jackson. Abigail Johnson. Kimimani Johnson. Melissa Johnson. Crystal Jones. Dimitri Jones. Jessica Jones with first class honors. Martika Jones with first class honors. Kamoya Kidd. Katrina King Smith. Aldex Latti. Delano Lee. Brandon Lewis. Siobhan Lewis with first class honors. John Dell Lewis. Tiffany Linton. Nicole Lowe. Sade Mir. Cedrine Malcolm. Rochelle Manderson. Marcus Manning. Arnaldo Martin. John Martin. Latanya Martin. Janelle Matthews with first class honors. From the open campus, Richard Maxwell. Shanil Miller. Marcus McDowell. Taj Marie McFarlane. Lashanya McIntosh with first class honors. Kamara McKenzie. Tamara Mackenzie with first-class honors. Renee McKnight. Akeem McClarty. Ashley McLean. From the Open Campus, Karen Nelson. From the Open Campus again, Dion Nelson Valentine. Michiko Miller. Rasan Mitu. Chad Mordecai. Kerona Morgan. Khalees Morrison with first-class honors. Santesia Mackenzie. Marlando Morrison. Shadonna Morrison. Tashane Morrison. Samantha Morris. Nicole Moulton. Shani Monroe. Odane Murray. Dondre Nemhard. LaCoy Newville Bailey. Ricardo Newell. Dominique Newland. Shireen Nicholson. Patrice Niles. Ronique Paisley. Salika Palmer with first-class honors. Akil Parkinson. Pauline Phillips. Christina Plummer. Suyen Pommels. Joanna Powell. Nicole Preston. Kathy Ann Priestley Lewis. Tashelle Pringle. Lasnia Price with first-class honors. Lenworth Price. Ashley Pike. Roger Miller. Carrie-Ann Redwood. Candace Prince. Cedrica Reed. Rebecca Reed. Sean Reed. Annalise Riley with first class honors. Tamika Robinson. Roshane Rochester with first class honors. Shelby Rose. From the open campus, Marion Russell. Felicia Samuels. Sharice Seaton. Kimantha Service. Anne-Marie Sewell. Kadian Shields. Mythia Shortridge Blake. Omira Sims, sorry. Lacian Simpson. Shannon Solomon. Janelle Stewart. Justin Stewart. Oshin Stewart. Renique Tapper. Kemisha Taylor. Julius Thomas. Shanice Thomas. Jeffrey Thompson. Samantha Thompson with first class honors. Javon Thorpe. From the open campus, Crystal Trail. Jonathan Tomlinson. Tashana Taylor. Abigail Tracy. Kevon Tyrrell. Chantel Tyrrell. Sharon Walker. Shanicia Wallace with first class honors. Althea Warren. Chevelle Washington with first class honors. Nikita Watson.
Congratulations, well done.
Sasha Watson with first-class honors.
Ms. Watson, congratulations, very well done.
Shanice Weir.
Ms. Ware, congratulations.
Adrian Wellington.
Mr. Wellington, congratulations, well done.
Anna K. Whitfield.
Ms. Whitfield, congratulations, well done.
Laurie White with first-class honors.
Ms. White, congratulations, well done.
Akil Williams.
Congratulations, Mr. Williams.
Andrew Williams.
Congratulations, Mr. Williams, well done.
Fabian Williams.
Congratulations, Mr. Williams, well done.
Joan Williams. Roshane Williams with first-class honors.
Congratulations, Mr. Williams. You are obviously very popular.
Ryan Williams.
Congratulations, Mr. Williams, well done.
Shakira Williams.
Ms. Williams, congratulations.
Shamar Williams.
Ms. Williams, congratulations, well done.
Shanoy Williams.
Ms. Williams, congratulations, well done.
Joanna Willis with first-class honors.
Congratulations, Ms. Williams, well done.
Casion Willis.
Ms. Willis, congratulations, well done.
Shannon Wilson.
Ms. Wilson, congratulations.
Shanae Witter.
Ms. Witter, congratulations, well done.
Ryan Wong.
Congratulations, Mr. Wong, well done.
Sohei Wiles.
Last, congratulations.
Davia Wilson. Samantha Wilson.
Congratulations, well done. Ms. Wilson, congratulations.
Abigail Wright.
Ms. Wright, congratulations.
Kadisha Wright with first-class honors.
Congratulations, Ms. Wright, well done indeed, very good.
Shakira Wright.
Ms. Wright, congratulations, well done.
And from their open campus, Sherlock Robinson.
Mr. Robinson, congratulations, well done. I now call on the class valedictorian, Mr. Roshane Williams, Bachelor of Science in Accounting with a major in Economics with first-class honors, to deliver the valedictory address.
Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, Principal of the Mona Campus, Registrar, other distinguished members of the platform party, honorable guest speaker, parents and guardians, specially invited guests, and my fellow graduates of the Mona School of Business and Management and the Institute of Gender and Development Studies, class of 2017, pleasant greetings. Firstly, you all look amazing. Yeah, I see those gloves. I know you may be anxious for the end of the ceremony to post your pictures on social media with hashtags beauty with brains, classic man, friends for life, and thank you, Jesus. But please, spare me, let's say, 30 minutes. Relax, relax. In the words of T.S. Eliot, what feels like the end is often the beginning. We are at the end of our sojourn as undergraduates, and for some, students at the University of the West Indies. It is now time we, the Pelicans, take our flight, and wherever we build our nest, radiate indelible light. Congratulations, class of 2017. We made it. Repeat after me. Yes, I made it. The advent of the internet and other technological advances has led to an economic, social, cultural process of integration known as globalization. The UWI, and by extension MSBM, has made it their mandate to prepare the distinctive graduate for the global marketplace, which we all exemplify. Globalization is global exposure. As the premier university in the region, the UWI is leading the charge in research and development in the Caribbean. We witnessed the launch of the MSBM Finance Lab, the first of its kind in the region. This provided a platform for our batchmates, Honorary, Derica, Lando, and DeAndrea, under the guidance of Dr. Twyla May Logan, to be the first team to win the regional championships of the Chartered Financial Analyst Research Challenge. During our tenure, MSBM launched Jamaica's first co-op accounting program. Several of our batchmates had paid internships at PricewaterhouseCoopers. Yeah, that's my firm. While some at Ernst & Young in the United States, staying in major cities such as Chicago, Los Angeles, New York. It was a world-class, all-encompassing experience. Globalization is integration. Yes, I know Integration Thursdays came to mind. Whilst this and the UWI Carnival were popular means of integration, the UWI experience provided a plethora of avenues for intellectual, social, spiritual, relational, and physical stimulation through clubs and societies. Big up the MSBM clubs, AAA, UMA, HRMAJ, and UWI Tourism Society. UWI represents a kaleidoscope of cultures with students from the Caribbean region and the world at large. Many of us have dared to try accents of friends from different territories. Yeah, boy. Clothing styles and different foods from Trinipolo, bus-up shot, and Bajan bakes and fish cakes. Despite our varying backgrounds, we have managed to forge great friendships and meaningful networks. University life represents a period of first experiences for many of us. It is where some of us first learned to cook, discovered new things about our personalities. Yeah, man, you said it shy. Some found love, or so we thought. Some had a social life. And at the end of it all, we found out we were broke. Globalization is fierce competition. We enjoyed the rivalry among the halls of residence and relished in the excitement of freshers' competitions, Sports Day, Ring Road, and my favorite, the UWI Champions League. We salute our commuting family who valiantly represented in the various competitions. Here's a snippet about our halls. The Lions of Chancellor are feared in any competition they engage in. They share a relationship with the Seekalites, known as the Chansey tradition. The halls of Hall, Taylor Hall, relishes in their illustrious history. For some, they got to know themselves at the oldest hall on campus, Irving Hall. The Sharks of Preston will boast about being the cultural mecca of UWI. All the while, the proud, brave, and strong Wrexhams seek to rival the champions, the formidable Wolfpack of the Elsa Leorini Towers Hall. Yeah, that's my hall. Globalization is emergence. The Caribbean people are known for being resilient. Former Prime Minister of Barbados, Owen Arthur, states, "It is a special character of a people who have survived and risen above slavery and indentureship, racism, and the exploitation of colonization. As a region, we have emerged as a force to be reckoned with, whether in academia, sports, arts, or trade." Class of 2017, even so for us, the road to this day was no doubt challenging. From enduring numerous group assignments, doing all-nighters, then looking like zombies on campus, or really crashing the day before your exam. Then when you get in the exam room and you look at your paper, you're wondering, which course is this? The stress of not knowing how you would pay your tuition. And the list goes on. Oh, sorry, how could I miss doing critical reading and writing? Whoa. Amidst all this, we are here as monuments that through arduous work and perseverance, our dreams can become a reality. It would be remiss of me not to express our heartfelt gratitude to our highly competent lecturers. You have played the roles. You have played the roles of our mentors, correctional officers, and sometimes our biggest cheerleaders. Now, to our parents. Hi, Mommy. I see you. There she is. Guardians, other family members, and our friends, all who provided encouragement and saw greatness in us, even when we could not see it in ourselves. We say a big thank you. As we look towards creating the global future, let us redefine millennials as being innovative, driven, having the right attitude, ethical, and most importantly, personifying love. The exposure we received at the UWI will allow us to seamlessly integrate, compete, and emerge as transformational leaders in the global marketplace. Class of 2017, we know the world can be scary. However, as we embark upon a journey of uncharted paths, we decide how our talents are bestowed upon the world. Class of 2017, be strong, be bold, and in so doing, be great. God bless you.
Sir, I now call on Professor Dale Weber, Pro-Vice Chancellor, Graduate Studies and Research, to present to you members of our society for the award of higher degrees.
Sir, I present to you these members of our society who, having fulfilled the requirements of this university, have been awarded postgraduate diplomas or have been admitted to master's degrees, and beg that you recognize your advancement in our society.
By the authority vested in me, I confer on these persons whose names are about to be called, and those who are unable to attend, postgraduate diplomas and master's degrees of the university, and recognize their advancement in our society.
Sir, from the Faculty of Social Sciences, Mona School of Business and Management, for the Master of Science Accounting, I present Fitzroy Adams with distinction.
Congratulations, Mr. Adams. Very well done.
Hibbert Anderson with distinction.
Congratulations, Mr. Anderson. Well done.
Romeo Clark with distinction.
Congratulations, Mr. Clark. Well done.
Suzette Cunningham with distinction.
Well done, Ms. Cunningham. Well done indeed.
Mashika Francis. Samantha Hannam Kelly with distinction. Darren McTaggart with distinction. Salome Mackenzie Russell with distinction. Amoya Mitchell with distinction. Erica Murray. Vonetta Pinnock Ricketts with distinction. Monique Shorter. Janice Small with distinction. Alicia Spencer with distinction. Darren Taylor with distinction. Janelle Taylor with distinction. Tanish Taylor with distinction. Trishelle Williams with distinction. Sir, for the Master of Science, Enterprise Risk Management, I present Sidoni Campbell.
With distinction.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Kira Lee Jones with distinction.
Congratulations.
Candice Lewis with distinction. Shanine McLeod with distinction. Tasha Gay Richards with distinction. Sir, for the Master of Science in Management Studies, I present from the Open Campus Lillian Cunningham with distinction. Tisha Dawkins with distinction. Sir, from the Mona campus, for the Master of Science, National Security and Strategic Studies, I present Nadria Brown with distinction. Ali Evans with distinction. Marvin Hall. Kirk Ricketts with distinction. Wayne Santos. Sir, for the Master of Science, Computer-Based Management Information Systems, I present Kadia Bryan with distinction. Nigel Edwards. Constance Good. Adrian Green with distinction. Carla Guthrie with distinction. Roldane Henry with distinction. Cecile Heslop with distinction. Tahira Johnson with distinction. Tanisha Levine with distinction. Stephen Levy with distinction. Latoya Tullo. Alan Wiles. Casey Wilson with distinction. Sir, for the Master of Science Taxation, I present Colette Sharp with distinction. Veronica Shirley. Sir, for the Master of Science, Tourism and Hospitality Management, I present Anne-Marie Earl Reed. Aisha Fraser. Nigel Grant. Gwendoline Warning. Sir, for the Executive Masters of Business Administration, I present Lorene Aljo. Nazari Baker. Howard Brown. Carrigay Brown with distinction. Heather Davis. Aubrey Grizzle. Diane Johnson. Mark Lyons. Rashana McLegon. Eldon Reynolds. Colleen Tenhue. Amanda Thwaites. Sir, for the Master of Business Administration, I present Otis Anderson. Kerith Anike. Roxanne Atterbury with distinction. Charles Barrett with distinction. Saretsi Bell with distinction. Mercine Bennett with distinction. Karen Booth with distinction. Garnet Briscoe. Alicia Brown with distinction. Sir, I wish to present a father and a son who have both been awarded the MBA. In the same cohort. Harvin Burke and Kemoy Burke with distinction. Shanley Cawley with distinction. Renee Cole with distinction. Alda Davey. Dahlia Dwyer with distinction. Kyle Elliott. Opalyn Finnegan. Faradine Forbes Edwards with distinction. Tara Fraser. Don Juanique Gardner. Carlos Gordon with distinction. Aldria Grant with distinction. Rashida Hall with distinction. Samantha Hamilton. Marie Harris. Mark Harrison with distinction. Suzanne Hendricks. Christopher Henry with distinction. Sophia Hill. Omari Hoodlin. Sidova Inararity with distinction. Leroy James with distinction. Yulette Johnson. Joni Jones. Damia Kirkland. Cam Lamy. Olivia Maxwell with distinction. Kimon Meikle. Kevin Mercy. Daniel Morgan. Rohan Morgan with distinction. Charlene Myers. Monique Pike. Sansia Plummer Fletcher. Asher Ritchie with distinction. Tamara Rogers with distinction. Karen Scott with distinction.
Thank you.
Alison Solomon. Carrie-Ann South with distinction. Kanisha Spence. Antoinette Thompson with distinction. Michelle Tracy. Javed Walker. Shanique Watson with distinction. Nadine Watt with distinction. Kadeen White with distinction. Orlando Whiteley. Tanya Wilcott with distinction. Christy Lee Wilson with distinction. Verona Wilson. Sir, for the Master of Business Management, I present Ashley Barnett. Jody Ann Daly. Miguel Kentish. Leona McCoy. Christopher Peart with distinction. Ramon Robinson. Sir, for the Master of Science, Gender and Development Studies, I present Shanika Blair. Stacey Ann Gavin. Merlin Hyde Riley with distinction. Sir, I present to you these members of our society who, having fulfilled the requirements of this university, have been admitted to the degree of Doctorate of Business Administration and beg that you recognize their advancement in our society.
By the authority vested in me, I confer on these persons whose names are about to be called, and those who are unable to attend, the degree of Doctor of Business Administration of this university and recognize their advancement in our society.
Sir, for the Doctor of Business Administration, I present Winsome Halliman.
I recognize your advancement in our society.
For the Doctor of Business Administration, I present Delary Staple Chambers.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
Sir, for the Doctor in Business Administration, I present Suzanne Winter.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
Sir, for the Doctor in Business Administration, with high commendation, I present Rickard Allen.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
Sir, for the Doctor in Business Administration, with high commendation, I present Carleen Bailey.
I recognize your advancement in our society and congratulations.
Sir, I present to you this member of our society who, having fulfilled the requirements of this university, has been admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy and beg that you recognize her advancement in our society.
By the authority vested in me, I confer on this person whose name is about to be called the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of this university and recognize their advancement in our society.
Sir, for the Doctor of Philosophy in Gender and Development Studies, with high commendation, I present Jacqueline Core Hall.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations. I now call on the President of the UWI Alumni Association Jamaica Chapter, Jacqueline Sharp, to lead the graduates in reciting the Alumni Pledge.
Good morning to all. It is my distinct pleasure to invite the graduating class of 2017 to stand and recite together the UWI Alumni Pledge, which can be found on page 73 of the graduation program. Please stand. I would really like to officially welcome you to the UWI alumni family. I invite you to become engaged alumni, to show Pelican pride, and to be involved in the life of the campus as guest speakers, supporters of sports and hall events, mentors, promoters of UWI, and much more. So let us now begin to say the pledge together. As a graduate of the University of the West Indies, I commit myself to uphold the ideals and goals of my alma mater. My conduct and voice shall reflect the commitment to excellence of the light rising from the West, as I fulfill my social and professional responsibilities and serve my community and region. I will strive to ensure the UWI's place as a Caribbean icon, the catalyst for Caribbean development and leadership. It is a legacy that I will proudly help build for future generations. The UWI, first in our hearts and first in our region. Thank you. You may be seated.
The university singers will now lead us in the university song. It's on page 74. If you could stand. And the last instructions you'll be given by this university, sing heartily.
From Caribbean islands, Guyana and Belize, was born our University of the West Indies, proud symbol of our oneness, our strength in unity. With vision clear, you came along to shape our destiny, to follow after knowledge, the truth to seek and find, to teach us love and justice, to liberate the mind. Today we see you rising, a light out of the west, that guides the feet of all who seek the noblest and the best. There is a light that is rising from out of the west, and proud bearers of that light are we. So we follow those whose work has brought glory to your name, making a better world for you and for me. As from your noble portals your sons and daughters go, to face a world of challenges, to conquer every foe. We'll work and play together, and as time marches on, we'll never forget the lesson that the whole are we are one. UWI, we praise you, we lift our voice in song. We let our big drums roll loud and steel pans ping ping pong. For you have shaped our lives so that we can truly say, to you we owe our gratitude, a debt we can't repay. There is a light that is rising from out of the west, and proud bearers of that light are we. So we follow those whose work has brought glory to your name, making a better world for you and for me. This is our university of the West Indies.
This brings to an end, to a close, the public ceremony by which the University of the West Indies has signaled the award of degrees, diplomas, and certificates to its graduates. The company will now disperse, but not before permitting me to escort our guests and allowing the procession to leave. Congratulations, class of 2017.